So, you want to get into retro gaming? Good, because there's a fantastic gaming library waiting for you out there. My name is Mr. Zosta, I play and review good old games on my channel, and today I share all the important steps how to get into retro gaming. First and foremost, you have to decide where are you going to start your retro gaming journey. Are you starting with the Atari era, or are you fine with the 32-bit PlayStation 1 era? For me, it was the 16-bit SNES, Genesis era was the perfect starting point as I grew up with those games and I wanted to start my backlog quest at that point. You have to see what kind of games are appealing for you and start your journey there. The second thing, what you have to do is decide what kind of platform are you going to use. Are you going to play on original hardware with physical games, or you are going to emulate? Both sides has positives and negatives as well. Let's start with the original hardware way. Here, you have to spend much more money as you have to buy the hardware and the games, and lately the prices on the retro game market are skyrocketed. Getting a rare or more popular game can be very expensive. However, in this way, you can build up a nice collection and your favorite games will be on your shelf, which is definitely a plus. Looking through your physical collection, surrounded by different consoles in a cozy gaming room, is a fantastic feeling. If your budget is tight or you don't want to go with the original hardware and physical copies, you can go through the emulation way. Here, you are going to need the hardware to emulate your games. Nowadays, emulators can run on almost anything. However, the more powerful systems like PS2 or PS3, you need a strong hardware to be able to emulate the games. A gaming PC, a dedicated retro handheld, a Steam Deck, or even your phone can be used to emulate the games. However, for me the lack of physical buttons are a deal breaker. Of course, you can always connect a Bluetooth controller to your phone and use it for emulation. For me, a bonus point regarding emulation is that the modern emulators can upscale games, use different renderer, widescreen patches, which makes the visuals much better. However, this is not going to be that authentic if you want the real experience. Of course, you can turn on these visual enhancements anytime. Okay, now you have the hardware to play the games, but how are you going to find what games to play? There are so many. How do you know if you are not going to miss a hidden gem? No worries, I got you covered. I shared the way I built my backlog for my channel, so you can follow my method too. First, let's go to a website where we can find video game rankings by platform. I use Metacritic.com, where I can filter the games by platform, genre or date. Let's filter for PS1 games for example. Here, you can see all the games that are ranked highest on the platform. It's a good starting point now. You can see all the games which are probably still worth to play today. I say probably because there is a catch, which we'll get as to the next point. How do you know if a game is still worth playing today? Many games from an old era aged very well and still worth to play today. However, there are some which was good and praised when it has been released, but nowadays it is a different experience. Here, you have to do your own research. If you find a game which looks appealing to you, simply make a Google search with the name of the game and if it is worth playing. You are probably going to find Reddit posts while it has been discussed by fellow gamers. I usually spend a bit of time to read about the opinions, and I also check out some gameplay videos, so in this way I can decide if the game is worth playing for me or not. Another great way to find out if old games are worth to play or not is by following retro gaming channels like mine, where we are building a gaming community who enjoys the nostalgia and the joy of playing old games, so join us by hitting the subscribe button. The fifth tip is going to be my super tip, which sounds ridiculous but actually it is not. Read the game manual. Yes, even if you are a gaming veteran, you would think, why the hell would I need to read a manual for an old game? I can figure out on the go. Yes, this is true most of the time, but there were many occasions when the manual was very useful. For example, in Phantasy Star 4 review, I mentioned that the name of the spells in the game does not make any sense at all, and there are no description of the spells in the game. Yes, because this information was in the game manual. And also, the word map as well, so make sure to check the game manual, it can be a game changer, no pun intended. What is also worth mentioning, that because the game is ranked high in the list, and people say that it's a fantastic game to play nowadays, there's a chance that you are not going to like it. And that is fine, we are not the same, it happened with me as well quite a few times. I really wanted to love the game, but after a few hours I decided that it is not for me. Thank you for being with me here today, I hope that you found this video helpful, and I will see you in the next Backlog Quest video.